Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Viviana and I have been sharing with you all about my show prep and now my post show. So I am now 5 weeks post show and I'm sharing with you my check-in and of course my updates and how I've been maintaining throughout the holidays and always keeping up what's next for me. So I will be sharing with you now my 5th week post-show update. Good morning everybody. So it is Monday and I'm actually starting my week on Monday instead of Sunday. I was out of town since Friday and so it's been a long week. I am super excited because today I actually have a meeting with a dietitian that I'm going to be sharing more information about that with you. But I'm super excited because I'm going to start a new program, learn more about nutrition, and I'm going to get to share all of that with you. Today I'm doing full body and I feel great. I actually was a little kind of, tired and just so many things going on that I was a little stressed. Just a lot going on at work, and then with me being out of town just kind of throws off my routine, and I'm a very structured person when it comes to my routine, so it feels awkward when I'm not, or at least when I get back I'm just all over the place. But I'm gonna share everything that's going on. I think it's gonna be exciting, and it's also gonna be just more information that I'm gonna be learning so that I can get to share everything with you. Have a great day. Okay everybody, so it is Tuesday and it is a check-in day. I started the day with my cardio. I plan to train until tomorrow, but right now I'm doing my 30-minute cardio. And then I came and took my pictures. Now, if you remember last video, I mentioned that I broke my watch. So believe it or not, that made my life easier. So I am checking my steps with my phone, which I have to carry with me at all times. I have to take my progress pictures and videos like I just did right now, and had to wake up my daughter and my husband to help me put the timer. The Christmas tree is on the way. The phone had to be set up for whatever seconds while I get ready to take the picture versus pressing on my watch, and that's it. So I'm trying to stay positive, but if I'm being honest, that is stressful for me. But anyways, I'm about to check in. I'll get my measurements, put my weight for the past week, and then I will share my feedback with you.
Miss Viviana. All right. Very stable again this week. This is what we want, right? Like, I know I probably say it all the time, but I'm always looking for you to be in a great spot after a show. Got your Christmas tree going. Yeah, so I talked to my engineer about the update pictures, and what happened was you guys submitted. It wasn't my client; it was another client of Pro Physique, one of my other coaches, because I don't have any men clients. Um, when two people upload their update at the exact same moment, down to like the millisecond, it can cause a problem. So you found an issue with our system that we are fixing, but it's really funny. Like literally, you hit submit at the same moment. Maybe you guys were, meant to be soulmates. Who knows? 32 days after your show, cycle's been irregular. Um, but I feel like we should be, recovering in that regard, as far as like hunger signals seem to be lower, or at least low. Adherence is great. This week we saw some 122s. So I'm going to do another change this week. We're going to bump your fats up to 50. It's a small change, I know, but I want to be small while you're steady. But I think adding the fat will help with food variety. It will help with your digestion. Will also, help with hormonal production and things like that. Skin, teeth, nails, all those things are benefiting from form. So let's just add 5 grams of fat and have a great week. Let's go.
Okay, everybody, so I am in Laredo today. We drove yesterday after work at night. So I had to attend a family funeral, and obviously that was not something that was planned. So I just kind of got my things ready, and so I'm here to support. Every time somebody passes that I know or that is related, it's almost impossible to put yourself in their spot, right? Or at least for me. This is just, I guess, different because it was a significant other of someone. And again, I don't want to go into details just for respect, but it's just so crazy how we can be here today and maybe we're not here tomorrow. And that's why, we need to be the best that we can be, enjoy our life. And you hear that, live your day like it's your last. And then conversations come up, right? Me with my kids and my spouse, right? Where if we were to pass, would we be happy with the life that we've had? Is there anything that we could have or should have or would have done different? And I'm so grateful that all my answers to those questions are no. We've lived our life to the fullest. I've accomplished everything that I've wanted to. And I have a beautiful family that I'm so grateful for. So when it comes to the fitness and my goals and my post prep and all of that, some of us enjoy the sport, and so when there is things going on in our life like these, going out for a walk, exercising, doing our routine, things that we normally do, makes us feel better. And so that's what I'm going to do. And then we plan to go home later tonight and hopefully continue our day, our plans for work and things going on. But the only reason I share these things is because sometimes we see everything so perfect, so great, so good. And this is just a reminder that we're all human beings. We all go through things. Nobody's exempt from anything. We all have them. It's just how we manage those situations. And you should always remember, we can only control what we can. But I'm very, very grateful, and I am just going to be here for support for my family. And I'm just so glad that I'm able to do that, that I could just drive down to my hometown. Some people can't. And so that's what I'm here for. But God willing, we'll go pay our respects and then we'll head back home.
And life dances to the sound of the winds. Beautiful life, how beautiful you are. Woven into threads of hope and stars. Every day is a gift, every day is a gift, to paint with love and laughter.
Good morning, it is Friday and I'm back to Austin. I kind of mentioned a little bit about my trip, but we're back home and I am back to work. So yeah, hopefully today I finish all the work that I probably have from yesterday. I will be the manager on duty this weekend, so I will work on Sunday. And then the plan is to have my grandbaby tonight, spend the night. So that's exciting, but we will also be having our free fitness class this weekend on Saturday. So I'm excited about that. And then I will share with you as far as my updates, things going on, and everything about this week. Have a great day.
Oh, it's a beautiful day. Oh, 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 come what may. Oh, oh.
Okay, everybody. So it is my 5th week post-show. And so I have been sharing my prep, and now after I'm done with my show, what's going on, what's happening, what happens after a show. And so my first prep was about 12 years ago, and I was not at all as involved as I am now with social media or YouTube. And so I think it's a great platform to use to share what I've learned, because it's helpful. It's helpful. It has been helpful for me as well to get introduced to a lot of the different things that I've learned throughout the past years since I started being more active on social media. So social media can also be a good thing, right? But so I am now 5 weeks post-show. I am a natural bodybuilder, and so we know that every athlete preps different. Every athlete has their ways of eating, training, and all that fun stuff, right? But again, we also know that hard work and just everything in general that has to do with the dieting part and the training part and the posing, all that fun stuff is all part of being an athlete, regardless if you're natural or not. And so I am sharing what I've gone through, how I'm doing it, how I've done it. Again, I said it before, I choose to be a natural athlete, and I will always do so. And when the day comes and, if I don't longer enjoy doing bodybuilding, then I won't. But I like to promote health and wellness, and I feel that being natural, it is one of the things that it is my personal choice. But I have, not only as a nurse, but as what I've learned for my health, it is I'm okay with staying natural regardless of the perks or the things that I could possibly improve if I choose not to be natural. But again, that is my personal preference, and I respect everybody else's. And so I am just sharing my personal experience and everything that goes with my prep, my personal life, and just updating those of you that want to continue to follow my journey and the things that I do. So this week, let's start with Monday, right? So I was super excited because I got to have to meet with a dietitian. Now, if you guys are familiar with the BioLane team and Lane Norton and, Brett Contreras and those people that are always in the Florida area whom introduced me probably to a lot of the things that I've learned. You probably have heard or know Holly, and I started learning from Holly ever since she was part of the BioLane team, and so have taken a lot of my courses from the BioLane team and purchased all the books from Holly, and even the prep book, which I have here, because a lot of them are also, for you to download them on your phone. And so I think that it's very important, or at least my personal thoughts, for athletes to learn all this, even if they have a coach, because it's important to know how your coaches are guiding you and you have an idea of all these things, right? So again, I've been taking all these courses, doing all these fun things, or at least for me, even with a coach, right? Because I know what is the best way to do it. I myself coach, and so it is important for me to know that I am getting coached appropriately. And so Holly is a dietitian, and so I had a Zoom call with her. I had a meeting with her, and that is because I've said it many times, we never stop learning. And so I'm always trying to learn more things. I'm always trying to see how I can get better at the sport, get better at, anything and everything that I'm interested in. And so nutrition is one of them. We can't have one without the other. If, you're really good at training and, but you are also having to do the nutrition part, which also is very important. So I feel that I have to, learn both to get those two things to be better myself. And so I have been this is probably going to be, or next week, my 12th week already, kind of working and looking at the different ways Holly works. Like I said before, I was with Team BioLane. The coach that I was with is no longer there, but it was an awesome experience. And then now I am with Pro Physique with Paul. And so I last week mentioned that I was going to talk to you guys on why, these many different people that I kind of work with or that I take courses with and things like that. But I feel that I'm going to do a separate video just for that, because it is probably going to take me a little longer than I think. So right now, I'm just going to share with you that for the past almost 12 weeks, I've kind of, gotten introduced to the ways that Holly does, like her programs and things like that. Now, Holly is a dietitian, and so during our call, it was just for me to learn better ways to incorporate for the goals that I have. Now, I came from bikini to wellness, and we know that wellness is a category that is more muscle required on our lower body. And yes, our training is going to be focused on that, but it also has to do with your body physique, right? If your physique is a certain way, it doesn't matter if you're doing some other kind of training, your body will not look like somebody else's if your shape, your physique is a certain way. But we also know that nutrition does have a lot to do. And so I wanted to talk to somebody like her, a dietitian, not just, a coach that is familiar with nutrition, but not a dietitian. And so that I can get more from her to make sure that I am doing the best that I can do for these fitness goals that I have. And so that's what I did. Now she is absolutely wonderful, and I already have a plan, and I am super excited because I, just like everybody else, we start all these new things and we're like looking forward to it, but it's the things that I enjoy, and so when I get to learn something new, it always excites me. And so I did get to meet with her on Zoom, and we talked, and we have a plan in place. And so again, I'm super excited, but that was the person that I was telling you guys about that I was going to meet with. And then so that was on Monday. On Tuesday, I checked in. And so right now, I am very, very stable as far as like my weight, my measurements, everything is very stable. And so we added only 5 grams of fat to my nutrition at the moment. And so those were the changes that I got for my check-in. My physique continued to look okay. I feel like I don't feel as lean, obviously, but I don't feel any different, if that makes any sense. I'm just having my energy back, which means I'm starting to feel the difference in the gym when I'm lifting. And so those things are important. Now, you guys know, if you've followed, I never lost my cycle. So I continue to have my cycle. I actually had it back to back, not last week, but the week before and the week before, which was a little off. But I also feel with this whole Thanksgiving being later in November, what probably happened, well, it really doesn't have anything to do with Thanksgiving, but I mean in November, and then I got it again in the first week of December. But so anyways, I continue to have my cycle. It never stopped, which is great. And I think those were the only changes that he shared. So far, everything is going well as far as like my post-show. No issues at the moment. I think my calories are okay, at least for me. They're not really, really high, but they're okay for me to manage, not feel hungry, very minimum hunger. And you guys know that I am a person who meals prep for work, and then I have a variety when it comes to my meals after work or on the weekends, right? It's only my work days and work hours where I am very strict and I plan my meals, just because of the actual, rushing to work, making sure that I have a meal available, making sure that, I'm sticking to my macros and that kind of stuff. But after work and on the weekends, I don't necessarily have to be like that, just because I know my macros, and so I'm able to know what kind of foods fit in my macros for that day. So that's the reason I have more time, versus during the week I'm so busy that I don't get a chance to cook what I feel like cooking, or doing anything, because I get so busy. But that's the only reason. Otherwise, I would cook my meals every time, for every meal. So that is what's going on as far as my check-in at the moment. Now, unfortunately, you also saw that I shared a little bit about me having to go to unexpected trip to Laredo. And so, like I said, out of respect, it's just, I don't share details or anything like that, but I did have to, I did go to Laredo to support family for a passing of a family member. And so we had to go and come back. So we went the evening on Wednesday and then came back the evening Thursday, and I had to be back to work on Friday. And so again, the only reason I share those things is because I want people to understand that there's nothing special of athletes, right? We're just like everybody else. We don't get exempt from life events. So things like that happen. Car breaks down, death in the family, people get sick, I get sick, these things happen. And so we just kind of have to try to stay as positive as possible, depending on the situation. If we are able to have some control, then only the things that we control are the things that we will. Otherwise, then we can't. And we need to understand that and just try to prepare ourselves as much as we can, so that if there is things that we can avoid from happening, great. And so again, that is the only reason why I share these things, so that you see that it's not always, everything perfect, and she gets to go to the gym and all her meals and everything's so perfect. Well, things happen. Not everybody shares everything, which I understand. I don't either, but that we don't get exempt from anything. Even if, you're an athlete, you go through life events, and it is what it is. We just have to understand and try to cope with those situations and then continue. So that's what happened this week as well. And so when we came back, that was on Thursday evening. And then on Friday, we got back to work. So now the next thing that is going on, and I'm looking at my little notes here so I don't forget, is, so there is the video that I'm going to be doing next is going to be about our coaching, right? The courses, the coaching, and why we choose, or I choose to do different things with different people, and when it's always best for you to, stick to your coach and then just kind of follow your plan. And again, I'll go into details, because if I do it in this video, I'm going to just have so much to say that I think it's best for me just to create a video for that. But so that'll be my next video. And then just, I am going to have a New Year's challenge, and that is going to include all the courses that I have on my, on the school app, the community. And it's also going to include nutrition, the training program. We are going to have Zoom calls with me every week on Saturday, and courses are going to be included. So all of that is going to be January the 6th. And so if anybody's interested in joining the challenge, please feel free to click on the link that I'm going to put on the description, and please reach out and if you have any questions. But that is my week update for now, and I will continue to keep you updated. Next week we are actually going to be going to Laredo by the end of the week, and we're going to be there for the holiday, for Christmas. So I'm going to try to share with you as much as I can while I'm in Laredo, the foods that I'm eating, how the holidays is going, because in our family there's food all day, every day. And so I'm going to try to share with you how that all goes, so that you see how I manage my post-show and all the goodies and the holiday fun foods. But I think that's it at the moment, and I will share with you next week my 6-week post-show. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.